The View hosts have got themselves into hot water again after they did the very thing they purport to be against.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
Karoline Leavitt only secured her position because of her good.
The View, a long-running chat show, is in the center of controversy once more. The consequences, however, are worse than before. A lawsuit brought by rising Republican political strategist Karoline Leavitt has caused an unprecedented crisis for the co-hosts of The View and ABC. Joy Behar's remarks sparked the lawsuit, which has caused legal and media turmoil and put ABC officials in damage control mode. What began as a contentious argument between Behar and Leavitt has now turned into a major issue that may affect the network and the show in the long run.
Karoline Leavitt of being hired only because Donald Trump thought she was a 10.
Clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing.
The View has long been renowned for its contentious discussions, frequently scathingly criticizing conservative leaders. Nonetheless, Joy Behar's recent remarks regarding Leavitt went too far and resulted in legal repercussions. In a contentious segment, Behar brushed off Leavitt's credentials, implying that her looks was the sole factor in her landing a position in the Trump administration. Behar asserted that Trump viewed Leavitt as a 10, minimizing her achievements to her appearance, which is why she was recruited. Outrage was triggered by these comments right away. In addition to being patronizing, Behar's remarks were ironic, given that The Viewpoint regularly positions itself as an advocate for women's emancipation. Viewers, political commentators, and legal experts swiftly condemned the act, causing a backlash. Soon after, Leavitt made the decision to retaliate, not merely verbally, but legally. Known for her astute political sense and direct style, Leavitt didn't take long to answer. She firmly retaliated against Behar's comments rather than allowing them to remain uncontested, exposing the hypocrisy of The Viewpoint's purportedly feminist position. Making it apparent that she had put forth a lot of effort to gain her position in politics, Leavitt highlighted her background, credentials, and dedication to conservative principles. She made it clear that the particular sexism that The Viewpoint purported to oppose was when a woman's success was determined solely by her outward beauty. But the controversy continued after that. Executives at ABC soon recognized that they were facing a serious issue. There was a strong outcry over Behar's remarks, with many people demanding her resignation. Fearing the harm to their reputation that would result from being associated with such a contentious issue, sponsors and advertisers started to reevaluate their affiliation with the show. ABC was forced to come up with quick fixes as the litigation progressed. According to insiders, senior executives were in full-fledged crisis mode, holding urgent meetings to evaluate the legal implications. Along with exposing The View's history of making divisive statements, the lawsuit jeopardized ABC's reputation. Although The View has previously survived a number of scandals, this one was unique. It involved a high-profile defamation claim with significant legal and financial ramifications, not merely political differences. Reactions erupted on social media in the meanwhile. Videos of Leavitt shutting down Behar went viral, and viewers of all political persuasions lambasted the show for its hypocrisy.
This online commentator said, disgusting Joy Behar of The View accuses...
And if you're a deranged lunatic and you're mentally ill, you will believe that lie, and yes, you will.
Even people who disagreed with Leavitt's political views agreed that Behar's remarks were unjust and disrespectful. The View has a long history of disparaging conservative women, frequently using personal attacks rather than having meaningful discussions, as many pointed out. The way Leavitt handled the criticism demonstrated why she is regarded as a rising star in conservative politics. Instead of playing the victim, she took advantage of the situation to reveal the prejudice of the media towards women who lean right. She brought up how strong conservative women, like Kayleigh McEnany and Sarah Huckabee Sanders, were routinely disparaged by The View. Leavitt claims that the media constantly uses the same strategy. Left-leaning networks try to lessen your reputation whenever a young, well-spoken conservative woman becomes well-known. As more individuals defended Leavitt, the criticism of The View grew, with some viewers saying that the show could no longer pretend to be a forum for real conversation if it continued to permit overt attacks against conservative views. Calls for Joy Behar's resignation became more vocal. Already dealing with dwindling viewership, ABC was under mounting pressure to act. According to ABC officials, Joy Behar was starting to be viewed more as a liability than an asset. Behar's divisive comments were beginning to do more harm than good, despite the fact that The View thrived on controversy. According to network insiders, ABC was thinking of making significant panel changes to The View in an attempt to restore its reputation. Legal professionals' opinions about Leavitt's lawsuit, stating that she had a compelling case, further exacerbated the confusion. Behar's comments were not only disrespectful, But they also had the potential to be defamatory, since they cast doubt on Leavitt's professional credentials in a way that would have harmed her career. Should the lawsuit proceed, ABC might be compelled to apologize publicly, reach a sizable settlement, or perhaps alter the show's structure to stop future occurrences of this kind. The topic was then seized upon by conservative media outlets, who used it as more proof of the bias in the mainstream media. Prominent conservative leaders praised Leavitt for speaking out against what they called bullying in the media. The event also sparked discussions about how daytime talk shows continue to serve as a forum for unrestrained partisan insults. ABC officials apparently contacted Leavitt's legal team as the case developed in an attempt to negotiate a settlement. Insiders conjectured that ABC was anxious to settle the lawsuit before it became any worse, even though no formal comment had been released. Internal disputes among its hosts and dwindling ratings were only two of the network's many problems. Another issue that ABC could not afford to overlook was this lawsuit. It's still unclear what The View's future holds. ABC has one of its worst crises to date, with advertisers leaving, legal disputes looming, and public confidence deteriorating.
People like our show because they know that we are checked by ABC News. But
We're checked by everybody.
Yeah, but we went from Walter Cronkite, basically, to this guy Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He
believes in dragons?
He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source that?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, like dinosaur type of animals, roamed the earth when people did. So this is the type of really, really bad information that's going out there.
Well, in defense, there are some really
But
good
it's possible that Donald Trump did roam the earth when dinosaurs were here.
Scream. Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ...
The View might change significantly, according to some industry insiders, with several co-hosts being fired in an effort to improve the program's reputation.
Clarify, she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10.
Karoline Leavitt only secured her position because of her good looks.
Some people think that The View might not be able to move past this problem once the harm has been done. How do you feel about The View being sued by Karoline Leavitt? Are you of the opinion that Joy Behar went too far? Or is this another case of political differences being overblown? Please share in the comments. Remember to subscribe for additional updates on this ongoing story, as well as other breaking events in the political and media spheres. Watch this space as we continue to discuss the implications of this lawsuit for The View and ABC in general.